right, welcome to Verbal Tea, the journaling podcast where we focus more on our own inner voices than the voices around us. Each week, we explore topics through journal entries. I'm Globe, your host, and you are a Tea Party member. Whether you are new here or returning, I am so happy that you're here. Today's episode is a little teaspoon. I call it that because it's just me giving you a dose of my reflections of this month's topic, as well as sharing things that you guys journaled with me. Yes, the tea party is growing. People have been sharing things far and wide about these past 2 episodes. If you're new here, let me just tell you, this month we covered fatherhood. And I spoke to 2 amazing Black fathers, one being my childhood friend who is a father to a young daughter, and one being my father. Yes, my father journaled with me, and you can check those out on the first 2 episodes of season 2. Friends and strangers, listen to those episodes, read my blog where you can catch those journal entries, and wrote some really heartfelt things. Some of them were personal, some of them want to speak on the show themselves, but there is one that I really wanted to read to you guys, and I got their permission. I even got her permission to read her name and shout her out. One of the journal prompts on our blog is, how do you define father? And she wrote a poem on it, and I'm going to read it to you guys. Now, bear with me. I am a podcaster. I am not a spoken word artist, but I'm going to read this and try to do it justice by just underplaying myself. Definition of a father. The word father can be interpreted in many ways. Receiving gifts or maybe your favorite pair of J's. Although everything is not materialistic, it is hard to be realistic when there are so many fathers out there that choose not to care. But let's talk about the ones that stick around, the ones that hold the household down, the real MVPs spreading a love for the whole world to see, the ones that will cross the ocean and climb the highest valley just to make sure their children are taken care of properly. A father can be described in so many ways. When their children face a tragedy, he is the one who prays. He is everything a child could ever ask for. But yet when we are blessed with a man like this, we tend to ask for more. Oof, that's a great segue. That last line is a great segue. But before I spill my heart out, I want to give a shout out to author Nikki Nicole, who wrote that lovely poem. She also has a podcast called Breaking the Silence, where she spotlights up-and-coming artists. And apparently she's got some bars too. All right, so ask for more. That's a perfect segue into some things I wrote about when it came to fatherhood. My father and I have a complicated relationship, which is common between people and their fathers. My father and my mother had me when they were really young and really religious, and so I kind of got to watch them grow up. I remember my father being my age, like I remember it. So it was a little different, you know? Got to see his different hairstyles and all kinds of things. And I have to be honest and tell you, I would never have imagined that he would have been the officiant of my wedding, because 6 years ago, I didn't even think I would invite him to a wedding. But we've grown so much. My father has taught me the importance of self-awareness and of repentance, and how love is truly an action and a constant investment. And he's really reflected that. He's walking the talk. And so I have to give him props for that, because without that, we wouldn't be talking today. When I was writing, there was something that I realized, and I want to read it to you guys. I can't deny that the father can have a great impact by how they support the mother. Honestly, identity aside, all parties involved raising a child should support one another. The way my husband supports me through everything has helped me become the mother I strive to be and the mother my children need. Our discussions about our intentions, our days, our humanity, our strengths and limitations as individuals and as a team, really everything makes a difference. A great father can have an amazing impact on their children beyond finances. Finances are a no-brainer, but all relationships consist of many facets. How we interact with one another and the people and things loved by our loved ones all matter and have an impact. When I was writing about my father and how healing our relationship has been for me, how journaling has helped me with parenting intentionally, I started to write about my husband, who is an amazing father. The way he loves on me, the way he loves on the children, the way we discuss each other, discuss parenting, has really pushed me to new heights. It's pushed both of us to new heights. But because I have that love and support from him, I'm able to be the mother I probably wouldn't be able to conceive of without that kind of support, whether it be from a lover or friend. So yes, identities aside, because all families look different, the impact of parenting, it is everything. Ask a therapist, right? But when it comes to pouring into children, we have to pour into who's pouring into children. Remember that. We have to pour into who's pouring into children. And covering motherhood and covering fatherhood in these past episodes has really made me realize that on another level. Like, I think I kind of got it, but writing it down really is going to make me check myself about how I'm pouring into the mothers and fathers and caretakers of my community. You guys, I am so glad to be back in it. We've made it past episode 10. So this podcast is real. I am here for the long haul. I can't wait for y'all to continue to share with me. Please check out our website. Please stay tuned with us on social media. I will do better at sharing those prompts on social media, but they are all there on the blog. I'll be writing almost a tell-all on the blog as well. Next month, for July, we are discussing freedom.
Freedom.
No, it's fish.
It's freedom.
Yes, freedom. You know, because of 4th of July, but Juneteenth just passed, and I really got some things to get off my chest regarding freedom as a woman, freedom as a Black woman, and a mother. I've got a lot to get off my chest. I've got some amazing guests. I've already had my lineup, and you guys can get a sneak peek of that in the next few days here. Until then, I want you guys to keep journaling, or at least keep spending intentional time with your thoughts. Keep focusing on how to thrive and be well.